halting progress. Authorities in Georgia's capital, Tbilisi, try to move on the crowd after a fourth night. But the protesters are determined.
My country deserves to be free from the Russian regime that has haunted us for many centuries. And I believe that we need to get into Europe.
Local media is reporting demonstrations in at least 8 cities and towns. Momentum against the government's ruling Georgian Dream Party. It was returned to power in October for a fourth term, in elections the opposition and foreign observers say were stolen by an authoritarian, Russian-backed movement. The EU has called for a fresh vote under international supervision. Georgia's pro-Western president has vowed not to leave her post until that occurs.
Those that are out of the constitutional framework today, in many regards, are the de facto leaders that came out of these rigged elections. They are not respecting the constitution. We have to bring them back and bring back the country in its right European path.
Georgia's been on the anti-Russia path since the collapse of the Soviet Union, and joining the EU is enshrined in its constitution. Its embattled Prime Minister denies the decision to delay the process until 2028 is an attempt to derail it.
The only thing we have rejected is the shameful and offensive blackmail, which was in fact a significant obstacle to our country's European integration.
Acclaimed demonstrators facing a crackdown on the streets will find hard to believe. The long arm of Russia, which is now reaching into various global conflicts, is about to be tested. The anti-Russian protests in Georgia are just one symptom of a bigger problem for the Kremlin. While Vladimir Putin intensifies his war in Ukraine, trying to strengthen his position before Donald Trump takes office, an audacious attack by Syrian rebels could redraw Russia's influence in the Middle East. The taking of Syria's second-largest city, Aleppo, by anti-Assad regime rebels could threaten the Kremlin's prized Mediterranean naval base on Syria's coast. It's a serious setback, not just to Russia, but Assad's other allies, including the Lebanon-based Hezbollah and Iran, who have been weakened or distracted by the wars in Gaza and Lebanon. Russian airstrikes won't be enough to force the rebels from Aleppo, and the Assad regime is reeling after Syrian troops fled the city without putting up much of a fight. While Putin focuses on taking land in Ukraine, the question is, could he lose one of his most important Middle East allies?